In recent years, the group Anonymous has been linked to various topics, noting that they're on the side of the people and want to highlight areas that aren't being talked about. Researchers who've followed Anonymous since the early days have said that a new generation is now getting involved, with them saying that they're now going in depth about topics that are of interest to many people. In the beginning, Anonymous was basically just a small network of activists, but now it's grown into something much bigger. During Anonymous's beginning though, many of these online hackers were actually caught, showing people that they were not untouchable, with various members being arrested due to computer hacking, fraud and other cyber activities. Now though, members are treating this as a full-time job and are constantly releasing information to the general public. The majority of the leaks revolve around politics, but once in a while some members go into detail about some of the stranger things that goes on in our world. One of the most recent ones that was leaked by a member of Anonymous was that of the inner workings of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, with the members saying that files that had been obtained by them via hacking and also through declassified networks shows that NASA is very much involved in the search for advanced life forms, and that they have proof that they've made some sort of contact, and notes that the space agency is keeping this from the general public. It's important to note that NASA, the government and other space agencies have denied this, and notes that they've never found anything that suggests that advanced life forms are out there. However, Anonymous have said that they've found proof to counter this. One of the members said the following: "Our civilization is on the verge of discovering evidence of alien life in the cosmos. Taking into account all of the different activities and missions that are specifically searching for evidence of alien life, we are on the edge of making one of the most profound and unprecedented discoveries in history." End quote. Another member said the following: "We have obtained files that back up what others have been saying. We are not claiming to be the ones who originally discovered this information, but upon seeing it, our goal has now become clear. We need to get this out to as many people as possible and show them that we're part of something much bigger, and that we need to start having a more open discussion about our place in the universe." End quote. Anonymous said that discussions are now starting to reach a wider audience, and that now we should start listening to those who've encountered these mysterious aircrafts, saying that NASA has been aware of these for a long time, and that those who've tried to get this information out there are usually stopped. Professionals have long tried to tell their stories about some of the strange things they've encountered, and this includes people like military personnel, passenger pilots and even those within Congress, who have long talked about an advanced threat that has been detected across our entire planet. The reason these things are labelled as a threat is due to their capabilities, and not because they've necessarily done things that have harmed humans. Many have made the connections between these announcements and that of Gary McKinnon. In 1983, when Gary McKinnon was just 17 years old, he went to his local cinema in North London to see a new movie called War Games. In the movie, a computer genius hacks into a Pentagon network. The movie had a big impression on Gary, and it got him thinking, maybe he could also be a hacker. Coupled with his interest in science fiction and mysterious flying aircrafts, his passion for hacking was only ever going to lead him in one direction. Between February 2001 and March 2002, Gary McKinnon was able to hack into US computer networks, where he allegedly uncovered a whole host of information that would land him in deep water, facing possible extradition to the United States. So the question is, what information did he expose? McKinnon claimed he had managed to gain access to NASA websites, and in an interview with Rich Planet TV, claimed to have found information related to advanced flying aircrafts and extraterrestrial life. He claimed to have seen an Excel sheet which had the ranks and names of unknown people, as well as another sheet which had tabs for material transfers between ships. He tried to do some research on the names of the ships, around 8 or 10 in total, but was unable to find any more information relating to any of them. None of these ships were public knowledge, which led him to believe that they were either secret projects or part of a non-terrestrial US initiative. McKinnon said the following: "It was not a typical thing in the military at all, so I took that as they probably have a secret space program." End quote. Many have said that Gary may have found the early workings of Space Force and noted that Space Force may already have ships in space. He gained access to these top documents through a program called LandSearch. After obtaining control over the domain, he had the capability to search all the files and folders on every machine. Many who have followed Gary's story have said that many of the things he said back then are now being proven, noting that one former Israeli space security chief said very similar things to what Gary said. Associate Administrator for the agency's Science Mission Directorate Thomas Zurbuchen said the following in regards to these announcements: "Are we alone in the universe? While we do not know yet, we have missions moving forward that may help to answer that fundamental question." End quote. House Committee on Science, Space and Technology Chairman Lama Smiffin said the following during a Congress hearing: "Only in the last few decades have we been able to detect the existence of other worlds. The pursuit of evidence of life beyond our planet fascinates the American people." End quote. Others have followed on from these comments made by Anonymous and said that various different programs have been created in order to study these mysterious flying aircrafts, and that billions of taxpayers' money has been used to fund these programs, and this has led to some saying that the public deserves to know what's going on, especially if they're the ones who are funding these programs. But even though these programs have been going on now for over 60 years, and some information won't be released until hundreds of years' time due to specific laws, officials have denied that there's anything of interest, and have said that there's some things that the general public don't need to know about. So what do you make of these announcements? And do you think that space agencies have found proof of advanced life forms? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.